It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl travels through Omaha. It's the Cowboys and the reigning Super Bowl champs under the lights on Sunday night.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we come to you from the banks of the Missouri River at Omaha, Nebraska. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's
the banks
Super Bowl.
of the Missouri River, Omaha, Nebraska.
As it'll be the
Home
Dallas
of
Cowboys
the
taking on the
Dragons.
Dragons of Omaha. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jaden Daniels, 14 yards. And the Dragons have struck first in this NFC title game. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
I don't want to break the camera.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Being chased up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here. Right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Playoff game,
Some
man.
secondary help here for the defense in the nickel.
Suck it up and get your butt back out there. Oh, wait, never mind. You're Cowboys.
To throw is Prescott. He goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Rush comes and they block it. And he will have a touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
There are plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited. And when you block a punt into the end zone and recover it for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down a big way.
And as a punter, you know that that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time. Extra point try now for Patterson.
That worked.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. But now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. First carry for Elijah Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
That's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Oh, man.
Here's Prescott. Now the pressure comes.
Down he goes.
Down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. Rush comes and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a wild football. And he will score. It's a touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Dragons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Prescott. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And he's had all kinds of problems just getting punts off so far. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
18 yards.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, big run there. 29 yards and a first. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end,
that hard
defensive
hit.
tackle.
Come on. Caffrey, hold on to that ball.
Someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Daniels. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jahan Dotson,
that's one way to fight for that touchdown.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Well, after 2 block punts for a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it is 28-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Prescott.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Can you imagine having your last name?
0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up
foot. Get over here.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Now Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. Not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down. They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Come on.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 64 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
I dress like you. Why you dress like me?
Let's go now.
Years old. Ready.
Robinson. Touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum.
There,
a nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Patterson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson.
Find out where the hell that freeze.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pressure comes and down he goes. Jamin Davis drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Already have.
Out now comes the
backup.
Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Robinson up the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
Ready? Check, 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 check.
To the air goes Daniels. Flush to his right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 34 yards. And the Dragons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And you know, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a candidate for it because
power,
if we stay here and do
accurate,
this, we're going to have a lot to fill in the second half.
There's still another half. Extra point by Patterson. Up
You know, my
and good.
neighbor's, my next door neighbor got a Chevy S10, like a 2000s S10.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
I think it's the supplant one. Go ahead. Hi. He, right. Well, right now he's got the bed off. Him and his center supposed to be putting,
Charles, we'll see what they can
building
do
it
here.
up.
Not
They're going to be putting a roll cage in.
But enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is
doing
exactly
the same,
why you practice a
same
2-minute
stuff,
drill
doing
all
like
through
6
camp,
stuff like
and at
that.
least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone.
Say him and his
the
voice.
locker room just a little more animated.
Right. Well, the neighbor next door, he does a lot of chassis work for a lot of the race car, local race car drivers here in China.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Foot. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. Ben Sinnott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dragons will extend their lead here just before halftime. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Yeah, we got big
Extra point
playability.
by Patterson,
I'd say so,
up and
too.
good. And a route is on here in this first half.
Bottom needs a little bit thicker.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Baltimore Ravens are heading back
to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He was downright amazing with 3 touchdown passes and another one scored on the ground for good measure.
I want to see something real quick. Coaching, medical center, Cowboys. Oh, their players. He's back.
Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The team I'm playing against, I hurt their quarterback. And
the Hallis
back,
Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as... About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Second down and 4. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
To the right side, it's caught.
Actually, next time you go to your doctor's office, go ahead and talk to your doctor. Say something to him. You're like, hey, I have a question. How do I turn my dog into a sport dog? Do I need like something from you, something from mental health or physical health or what?
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The Dragons offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession.
Nope.
And as we show you some of the highlights from
sorry,
earlier,
though, I
he
can
has
still
been
get him
instrumental in getting his
Louis'
guys the lead
emotional
as
support
he looks
animal
to finish
for Monica.
strong and close this one out.
No, Louis a couch potato.
He's a registered emotional support animal.
Couch potato. No, he's registered as an emotional support couch potato.
Lucy, on the other hand, she's...
To throw is Daniels. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards there, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Daniels looking to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end Sinnott. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Ben Sinnott, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dragons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
I found this sign the other day.
Here in the third quarter.
No. I think I sent it to you. No, I didn't. Not on that one. So,
my friend's got a sign that says, look, I married this.
oh, hold on.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Prescott now.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Ooh, with a juke. Touchdown! He returns the punt 61 yards. And the Dragons have got it on cruise control.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
It's not his first
and
either.
The lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the
Hussey was hitting on the outwork
thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing, Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Powers through. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Omaha's offense back out for another series. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
What are you doing, doofus? Dog.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports.
To the Super Bowl.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go now.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
106 yards rushing for him now on the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jaden Daniels,
27 yards.
And the Dragons are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
All right, what have I got? 200.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. CeeDee Lamb to return it from his end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Khalil Mack make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, An absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Omaha's offense back out for another series. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Still fighting. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 41 yards. And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Let go.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr.
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dragons add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott to throw it. And he's going to go down again. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Omaha's offense back out for another series. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game.
Go to the store.
This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
138 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Oh, able to avoid him. Another nice move.
Still on his feet. He may go. Austin Eckler.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
At least they were running the ball on the final play instead of trying to throw it to rub it in, but they still got in the end zone. I kind of blame that, though, defensively. They were just kind of not even willing to stop them.
Yeah, they had an opportunity, but I think they looked at the scoreboard and said it doesn't matter either way, and that probably affected them on that play, and they ended up giving up one more score.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship for Charles Davis, myself.
Yes, sir. That's the end of the conference championship, and it looks like Omaha Dragons are going back to the Super Bowl.
Is that what you're playing?
Yes.
Are you playing college football or college basketball?
I'm playing NFL football.
Oh.
The only thing is I took the Washington Commanders from Washington, D.C., and I've moved them up and moved them from Washington to Omaha, Nebraska, and changed the name to the Omaha Dragons. And we were sitting on $65.4 million right now in cap to be able to do something. It's awesome. 31 points. Eh? Why not? Let's see. I should have enough, I think. Nope. Need one more.
You could be home for a while?
No, yeah. I ain't going nowhere.
I just gotta go to the grocery store.
If anything,
I just gotta go in and get a few things, and I'm coming home.
If anything, I'll be in the garage for a little bit. That's about it.
Well, 1:40. I should be back by 2:30, 3 o'clock. How long is it gonna take you? About an hour? Less than that? She's just going to get some certain things, like meat. We don't need chicken. We need sausages, hamburger patties. What else do we need? Don't have to get ice cream. Anyways, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, don't need to get ice cream.
See? Don't need to get ice cream. It's too fat. Doc said it's too fattening for you.
It's not good for your cough that you got going on.
It's not good for your cough, and it's not good for your boobs, he says. Your headlights will stick out.
And that's you. Yeah, don't be
Doc just said
putting
that's you.
don't be putting words in my mouth, man. Madeline, if you really if you really want to believe him that I said something about your tatas,
I
then
didn't say, not you saying about her I said it about her tatas.
okay. I was gonna say,
Not you.
you'll butt, and be trying to get me in trouble over here, Mister.
That's not her. You're already on her list already for the slap club number 2.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, we'll talk to you when I get back.
Later.
Peace. Later.
Other people's children, I swear. Our weekly strategy's done. Playing against the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl. It's a repeat of last year's game. The Ravens think that they can beat me this time when we have the better offense. And actually better defense. We're just underrated. I'm telling you. Alright, so now we got 16 points. Let's put that back into over here. I can't do it on this one. Dang it. Coach, man, you need to go a little cheaper on your stuff, but that's why I've been doing defense instead. Okay, why not? Power moves on the full blitz. Raider defense. Raider offense. For a head coach. I'm not too worried about it. Jaden Daniels, back-to-back MVP. Awesome. She getting in a shower? Okay. Then can you, eh, can you pop downstairs for me real quick in the basement and restart the dryer? You just gotta go back, turn from where it's at, just turn back to, and then hit restart. Since she's in the shower. Huh? No. Something didn't agree with Dad's stomach last night. Nothing. No.